back again. So dear students, now we finished the nomenclature ICBN, and now we are going to discuss one of the important classification, that is Bentham and Hooker system of plant classification. So you need to study the system of classification, and it will be asked for examinations, and up to the series level you have to study. So I already told in the first class in the taxonomy who are Bentham and Hooker. George Bentham and Joseph Hooker, they are the two important taxonomists, and they published the 3-volume book Genera Plantarum, and the system is natural system of classification. And most of the botanical gardens and herbaria are arranged based on Bentham and Hooker system of plant classification, because it is very easy or very convenient for us in studying plants. Okay, so Hooker also supervised another publication, that is Index Cubensis, you can see here, and many important herbaria are arranged according to system. So how they are arranged, what are the different parts coming under Bentham and Hooker system of classification. See, so they published the book Genera Plantarum, and Bentham is a English scientist, but Hooker is a both are actually famous botanists. Hooker, director of Royal Botanical Garden, the Kew, world's most important and large botanical garden. He is an English scientist and he is a German scientist. And system deals with the seeds of only mainly seed and flowering plant. 202 families are described by Bentham and Hooker, and they are grouped into cohorts or series. Total number of species described are 97,205. And seed plants, they divided seed plants or phanerogams. You studied two groups, cryptogams and phanerogams. Here that we are dealing is phanerogams only, seed plants, that include angiosperms and gymnosperms. So they divided seed plants, phanerogams, into 3 categories. What are they? Dicotyledons, gymnosperms and monocotyledons. So first is phanerogams divided into 3 categories: dicotyledons, gymnosperms and monocotyledons. Now, first class is dicotyledons or dicotyledone. Dicotyledone is the correct way. So what are the features of dicot? You know, seeds with 2 cotyledons, leaves with reticulate venation, flowers with tetramerous or pentamerous, 5 in or its multiples, 4 or its multiples. Include this dicotyledone class include 3 subclasses. What are they? Polypetalae, Gamopetalae and Monoclamidae. This you should by heart it. Okay. So first class is dicotyledone. It divided into 3 subclasses: Polypetalae, Gamopetalae, Monoclamidae. These all everything you studied. Polypetalae means petals free. Gamopetalae, petals united. Monoclamidae, no differentiation into petals and sepals. See, this is polypetalae. This is Gamopetalae, united and forming a tube. This is what? No distinction, only one layer, sepal or petal, not differentiated. Then subclass 1, Polypetalae. What are the features? Flowers with the free petals with the calyx and corolla. Now this subclass Polypetalae divide into 3 series. What are they? Thalamiflorae, Disciflorae, Calciflorae. Okay, what are the 3 series? Thalamiflorae, Disciflorae, Calciflorae. Now what is Thalamiflorae? First one. Thalamiflorae include plants with conical thalamus. You know what is thalamus or receptacle? That's studied in the morphology. Then the conical thalamus, and ovary is superior, means ovary at the top position, all other parts arises below ovary. Studied it, hypogynous condition. It includes 6 order and 34 families. Now second series is Disciflorae. What is the feature? A prominent disc-shaped thalamus. The term itself indicates here, Disciflorae, disc-shaped thalamus. So ovary superior. Here 4 orders and 23 family. One more is the Calciflorae. Thalamus is cup-shaped. Okay, here also ovary superior or inferior. We cannot differentiate. 5 order and 27 family. So what are the 3 series coming under Polypetalae? Thalamiflorae, disciflorae, calciflorae. Thalamiflorae, thalamus conical, disciflorae, thalamus disc, calciflorae, thalamus cup-shaped. Okay. First two cases, ovary superior, last case superior or inferior. Now subclass 2, gamopetalae. What is the condition? Petals are united. Three series. What are they? Inferae, heteromerae and bicarpellate. Inferae, heteromerae, bicarpellate. What is inferae? Features: inferior ovary or epigynous condition. 3 order and 9 family. What is heteromerae? Hypogynous flowers, ovary superior but more than 2 carpels. Hypogynous, superior ovary, more than 2 carpels. It includes 3 order and 12 family. What is bicarpellary? Simple, you know bicarpellate means bicarpellary ovary. 2 carpels only. Flowers are hypogynous. So heteromerae is also hypogynous but more than 2 carpel. Bicarpellate is also hypogynous but with 2 carpels. Okay. Now subclass 3, monoclamidiae. What is monoclamidiae? I already told. It is known as perianth. No differentiated into sepals and petals. That is, flowers are incomplete. Clear? No differentiation into sepals and petals, and that unit is known as perianth. Or its a single part is also called tepals. Okay. 8 series and 36 families. Then class 2. So that's all about dicotyledonnae. What are the dicotyledonnae subclass? Polypetalae, gamopetalae, then monoclamidiae, then again into series, then series in orders and a family. Then class 2 gymnospermae, naked ovules bearing plant, ovary absent. 2, 3 family, Neetaceae, Coniferae and Cycadaceae. Then monocotyledonnae. What is monocotyledonnae? Plants containing only one cotyledon. Leaves show parallel venation. Here in dicotyledonnae, leaves show reticulate venation. Okay. They are flower in tetramerous or pentamerous. Here in monocot, flower is trimerous usually. Then fibrous root system. It includes 7 series and 34 families. So this is all an outline. See here. Division: dicotyledonnae, gymnospermae, monocotyledonnae. Divide into 3 classes. Divide into classes: polypetalae, gamopetalae, monoclamidiae. Subclasses: polypetalae, gamopetalae, monoclamidiae of dicotyledon. Polypetalae divide into series: Thalamiflorae, disciflorae, calciflorae. Gamopetalae is series: inferior, heteromerae, bicarpellate. Okay. Monoclamidiae series is written here. Just to study, no need to detail into the features, but series you have to name. Monoclamidiae series are curve embryae, multi-ovulate terrestris, multi-ovulate aquaticae, multi-ovulate terrestris, multi-ovulate aquaticae, microembryae, daphnails, achlamidosporae, unisexuals, ordines anomaly. Once more, curve embryae, multi-ovulate terrestris, multi-ovulate aquaticae, microembryae, daphnails, achlamidosporae, unisexuals, ordines anomaly. Means orders. This include those plants with the confusions. Okay. Now monocotyledons having series: microspermae, epigynae, coronariae, calycinae, nudiflorae, apocarpae, glumaceae. Once more: microspermae, epigynae, coronariae, calycinae, nudiflorae, apocarpae and glumaceae. So these are the different orders coming under. Okay. Now pass on to the merits of Bentham and Hooker system. So description of family and genera is very accurate, very handy and very easy for identification. Each family begin with a useful identification, which is very useful in identification, with a short description. System starts with the Ranales, that is primitive one. Large genera subdivided into subgenera and sections. So evolution is through reduction. So monocot first, monocot after dicot, correct decision. Then gamma petalae placed after polypetalae is also justified. Then unisexual monocot family is kept after bisexual families. Then series Glumaceae in monocot is reduced flowers and inflorescence placed at the end. Glumaceae include our graminea, rice, everything. So that is kept at last. Then 3 series Thalamiflorae, Disciflorae, Caliciflorae are based on evolutionary order, that is hypogyny to epigeny. Thalamiflorae hypogynous, Disciflorae hypogynous, Caliciflorae inferior and superior. Okay. Then 2 family Cucurbitaceae and Umbelliferae at the end of polypetalae, because they are the connecting link between polypetalae and gamma petalae. 3 families. Okay. Now Monoclamidae is kept last, that is creation at the end of dicots. Then disputed family, I already told some members, they cannot be assigned into one particular group. Some confusions are there. They are grouped into a special series Ordine's anomaly. So these are the merits of Bentham-Hooker system of classification. Clear, you have to study merits also. Now demerits. Main important demerit is, mainly it is based on artificial characters. Okay. So some closely related families are separated far apart. Then the group Monoclamidae is entirely artificial. Then Gymnospermae placed between dicots and monocots, that we already discussed in natural system. The system does not show any phylogenetic relationship, no evolutionary relationship. Then main demerit is, does not have an idea of evolutionary history of the any genus, family or order. So that's all about the Bentham and Hooker system of classification. These questions may arise for essay. So while writing essay, you have to describe up to series, write up to series. Then that you have to by heart, prepare a chart and draw. Then also write merits and demerits. So today itself draw a chart with Bentham and Hooker system of classification. Stick on the wall and just read it daily, then you will be by heart it. Okay. Then write and study. That's all about Bentham and Hooker system of classification. I hope you enjoyed well. Thank you.